I can start. And then if you want to take it on the backside, you can do it on the end.
I'll take the backside.
All right. Well, thank you for coming. Really appreciate you guys coming on over for Alyse's business launch. We're super excited to have her starting in this business with me. She was, of course, needless to say, like my first priority for a business partner, but it took her, I think, a little bit of a while to maybe get to the right point in her life where this would be maybe an option, as well as maybe see a little bit of the vision. So I'm excited to share with you what I believe is a fantastic gift. I believe this company is a gift. I believe the products are a gift. I think this is something that is, there's something for everybody here, in my personal opinion. So like I said, my name is Liz. I've been a Vernon & Fields consultant for 18 months. I'm a Premier Level 5 circle achiever, I guess is what you want to call it. But so I'm in the top 2% of the company, and really it just has come from me sharing and with friends and family about how much I love this, business, how much I love this products. So our story does start with the Proactive doctors. They, of course, created Proactive back in the 90s, and many of you are probably familiar with Proactive. It's a household product now. Many people know what it is. I would say most. We now own, or actually I should say, Proactive owns 80% of the global acne market, and they're actually in 120 countries. So if you think about that, to own 80% of any global market is pretty significant. So just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea, Starbucks owns 2% of the global coffee market, and they're pretty big. So they're kind of a big deal, right? People know who Starbucks are, or Starbucks is. And so these doctors are no longer affiliated with Proactive. Of course, there's the legacy. We know that they've already globally dominated one corner of the market with acne. They're doing it again, only on a much larger scale. They're doing this on an anti-aging scale and really bringing dermatology home to the masses. So what they determined really in their clinical practice, because between the two of them, they actually still practice in the Bay Area today. There's actually a 3-year waiting list to get into these two doctors to see them. They determined that we needed products at home that were pharmaceutical grade with the performance and allow people to bring dermatology home to the masses, because it really, I don't know if anyone's tried to get into the dermatologist lately, but usually it's a 3, 4, or 5 month waiting list. It takes forever. And in addition to that, there's only one dermatologist for every 30,000 people in the US today, and it's only going to get worse. So that's exactly what they did here. They brought basically regimens that will that we bring home and fulfills the need for us in the market today. So I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but I am. So in any event, I started this business watching my cousin post on Facebook, and I was really quite shocked at what she was able to achieve. And just I can take him if need be. It might be easier if I just take him, because you might whine the whole time otherwise. Yeah, the whole time. Yeah, the whole time. Yes, this is you're always in mommy, aren't you? This is a problem. He likes mom too much. So I was watching my cousin post on Facebook about this company. I was really quite intrigued by it, because ultimately my cousin, she's actually my cousin-in-law, my true cousin has a marketing firm out of Austin that is very successful. And what I mean by that is he does marketing, branding, any type of imagery for big brands that you would see on the grocery store shelf today. So I guarantee you would probably recognize a lot of his work just by going to Hy-Vee. And so, needless to say, very successful. Didn't really think that they would need something like this, but it was kind of intriguing to me. And then when I finally talked to her about it, about 18 months into her business, I realized not only was she making a huge difference in their life financially, but she had surpassed my income as a realtor in literally almost 2 years. And so what's taken me 6 years to build tens of thousands of dollars in investment and tons of time and effort and money to build, she has surpassed, staying at home with her 3 boys, three boys under the age of 4, all while staying at home. And so that was really intriguing to me. And ultimately, I kind of looked at my life and thought to myself, I'm growing a family, and time freedom is of a value to me, to be with my kids and to be with my boys and to want to have more kids. But real estate's a quite demanding career path, and it really is. You're at the mercy of your clients. If you're not going to fulfill that for them, you're very replaceable. costs, my overhead every month is $3,000 to $4,000 to keep on going. You know, you're dealing with a lot of unethical people in the field. The list just goes on and on and on. And ultimately, this fixed all of those problems for me. I mean, at this point in time, all I've done is, you know, share this and be passionate about this company, which I am. And last month I was able to pay my mortgage 4 times over with my paycheck. And so that's life-changing income. That's pretty phenomenal. And so that's just what this is for me. This is something that's going to give me time freedom. This is something that's going to give me financial freedom. And my projections are nutty. They're just crazy. My cousin now has been in this business for 3 years, and she makes now what a beginner teacher would make in 1 month. I mean, she literally, in a year, she makes a teacher's salary in 1 month. And her sister is a PA in oncology. She makes 8 times her PA salary in 1 month. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. So ultimately, this is a company that's offering big change. We are only in 2 countries. We're getting ready to launch our 3rd country in Australia. We're going global. And these doctors really have set out a goal to create individual wealth for people like you and me. And that's what's pretty special. So not only is this just an opportunity of a lifetime, and that's exactly what Harvard Business Review has called this, because Harvard has done a review on this business and they really deemed it an opportunity of a lifetime. But this is something that they have set out to create and change people's lives in ways that we would have never imagined possible. And so, so that's what I didn't want to sit back and watch anymore. So I jumped in full force and I've not looked back. This could be a plan B for anybody. This could be someone's plan A. And that's what I love about it. This is something that you can work as little as, you know, into your time and work it into a shameless shoe fund, or this could be income replacing beyond your wildest dreams. So I'm on track to retire myself at the end of this year, which is very exciting because although I love my real estate career, I am ready to put it away. I will be driving a luxury vehicle paid for by the doctors by year end, which is pretty phenomenal. And I've just qualified for my 2nd free vacation. Never in a million years would I think that I would have a free vehicle paid for by anybody. And never in a million years would I think I would get to go on free vacations. You know, no one's gonna send me on free vacations in real estate. I wish. So putting the effort and time into this in what I could consider my nooks and crannies of life, but ultimately I work it probably 10 hours a week, has generated big life-changing income for us. And that's just where we're headed with it. So that's why I'm passionate about it. That's why I love to share this. That is why I feel that this is an opportunity, not just for the few, but for the willing. This isn't just success for people at the top. This is an opportunity for people all over our organizations. I just had my first consultant able to leave her nursing job because she was able to surpass her nursing income so she could stay home with her kids. So just really exciting to see what these doctors have offered us, and that we are so ground floor. So we will roll out a new country every year from here on out for the next 5 years. And we have a new product launch, I believe, every year from here on out for the next 5 years. So that takes me to our products and why this business is possible, because our products work. They're clinically proven. And what that means is, just like your prescriptions you get from the doctor, they're all clinically proven. They're clinically proven. They work before they even get on your skin. And we know that. So Soothe, as we mentioned earlier, that is for sensitive skin. So anybody with sensitive skin really usually has to deal with redness, dryness, sometimes it's rosacea, sometimes it's eczema, sometimes it's psoriasis. Major success with Soothe for all of those issues, for all the skincare issues. Really what this does is it actually repairs the lipid barrier, so that's kind of your defense mechanism on the top of your skin. And people with sensitive skin usually don't have a lipid barrier. It's usually broken down. It's usually gone. So that's what this actually will do for you. So really phenomenal regimen here. Unblemished is the acne regimen, which I love. It's like the best acne regimen I've ever had in my life. And I was a proactive user for 15 years. So it just kind of goes to show you what I think about that. Reverse is for our dark marks melasma sun damage, and most of us have, actually all of us have some type of sun damage. We have a black light in the bathroom that we are all going to check our sun damage. It's super exciting. I guess you do, Nicole. I mean, truly, when I started, I had like black eyes, and it just looked like I had to be that. And so now I have, you can tell the product's breaking it up, and I'm finally kind of starting to look a little bit more like my glow's coming back and whatnot, so that's good. And then our Redefine is our flagship line. And that's really kind of the line that everybody wants to graduate to because it's our anti-aging line. And you can never be too young to prevent aging, of course. But of course, no one likes to age. But all of our products, or excuse me, all of our regimens have a multi-med therapy approach. And that's usually a 4-step regimen. And some people will say, oh my gosh, Liz, that's just way too many steps for me. Well, most of us are washing our face and putting on moisturizer anyway. So really, this is just adding a toner and then a sunscreen. And most of the time at night, it's just 3 steps. So, so we all have, all these have a wash to remove the environmental irritants of your skin. The toner balances out the pH, which prepares yourself for the treatment. And the treatment is the 3rd step, which is usually the moisturizer. And then the 4th step is, it has a sunscreen in it. So that will protect your face for the day. So we don't wear the sunscreen at night, of course, because no one wants to sleep with sunscreen on their face. But really, these are the 4 main common skin concerns of today. And with sometimes mixing and matching them, sometimes you can graduate on. Most acne new users will always need to be on a blemish. These really do address, you know, a need in the market, which is really exciting. Do you have your lash boost?
Yeah, where is that?
I don't know. Where's your lash boost?
My aunt swears by that.
I'm using it's in my bathroom, but didn't I get 2?
You should have 2.
Oh, where's
So
that?
it works.
Yeah,
We
my
should-
aunt swear, like all her friends use it.
We should have
I
lash
have-
boost. I don't know where it
Something
is.
you paint on my
I'll go
lashes. It's up in my room.
Brushing on my glasses
Because they're so long.
because they're so long.
What? So
Yeah,
yes.
they
So
get so long I have to adjust my glasses on my nose. Either that or I'm trimming my eyelashes.
yeah.
Paint it on.
So-
I'll show you a picture.
I have my
I
I have my before and after
I
too.
just started this week.
Yeah,
So
the
I
lash
really
boost
did
is phenomenal. It really, it's a multi-med therapy for your
Yeah.
eyelashes. It's really vitamins for your lashes. It's a biotin, keratin, and peptides, and you literally with it's a serum that you just put on your eyelids like you would where you put the eyeliner at night, and you sleep with it on, and your eyelashes are stronger. They are fuller looking, darker looking, and longer looking lashes, and they are insane. It works on eyebrows as well. We just rolled this out in October, and the product is phenomenal. I cannot even tell you how amazing everybody's eyelashes are. It's super exciting. Did you have hydration down here, Alyse? Probably not.
Serum.
So
I gave it to Mom. I gave my extra one to Mom.
oh, yours is upstairs. So hydration, we just rolled out with this week. Last week.
I'll show you.
And hydration is a product that actually can be paired with all of our regimens. And what's exciting about hydration is it's the first of its kind. It's actually a molecule that these doctors created. It's super sophisticated technology because most moisturizers only are able to deposit glycerin into your skin by about 2 to 3% because it's a very sticky molecule. And it helps retain water, and that's what we want in our faces to not dry out, right? But these doctors have figured out a way to get glycerin by 30 to 40% into this particular molecule and into this serum. And so it actually increases your hydration by 200% with this particular serum. It is amazing. So it goes with all the regimens, and it's for oily skin too. It creates a water reservoir on the surface of your skin that self-adjusts throughout the day, and it's time released. So it's brilliant technology. So I love this. I love the hydration. I'll have to have Alyse go grab it so you guys can see it. So, yes. Well, it's just rolling out. So consultants are just able to buy it piece. It'll be available to PCs, I think, next week. So new consultants are able to get it in all of our business building kits. So yeah, so it's a phenomenal product. I think it'll be a big game changer for this particular niche in the market. Which brings me a little bit about the business. You know, what I truly do love about this business is we're a no inventory company. The only products we have are the ones that you initially buy, and that's it. We don't do any deliveries, no inventory, no salmon moons. very laid back. So I could not do this if I had to go to the post office every day. I could not do this if I had to order my own product. There's no way. My husband would kill me. Those LuLaRoe girls, I'm like, bless your soul. Because if my husband was like $6,500 in clothes, go take a hike. Oh my gosh, I'm going to put all that stuff. Oh gosh, sorry, buddy. Anyway, so our consultant packs are $3.95, $6.95, and $9.95. The $9.95 kit is, in my opinion, the no-brainer, and that's what Alyse has over there. Kind of gives you a little bit of everything, and you can really get your hands on the products and get a good feel for what our regimens are like. The $6.95 kit is a good business kit. It gives you one of everything as well, but just not as many samples for business building. And the $3.95 is really a personal regimen for just discount users. Hey, I think he is sleepy.
And he keeps rubbing his eye.
I know he wants to nurse his sleep. And then our consultant program, or excuse me, our customer program is phenomenal. It's a one-time join fee of $19.95. It gets you 10% off and free shipping. And it's a customizable replenishment program whereby, you know, corporate sends you an email every 60 days saying, what do you need? If you don't need anything, you delay it. If you do need something, you can order whatever you might need. So that's truly the two best ways to buy. Hi. Okay. I know.
Why don't you go upstairs? I got a bunch of books, and I'll talk.
Okay, so otherwise, I'm pretty much done.
Yeah, that's fine. Go.
No, I'll just, I just pass it down with the
You want to sit here?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm going to say you can sit here if you want to nurse.
Okay, so I guess.
So I got to just share with you why you joined, and then that's it. That's pretty much all I was going to say.
Yeah, go do your thing. That's kind of the nice thing, right? She's working, but she has a baby hanging out, right? Okay, so I've been using this stuff for 1.5 years, and when Elizabeth said I'm going to do it, she's like, I want you to join me, and I was like, hell no, but I support you because I'm your friend, I'm your sister, and I will go to all your parties, and I will go to your corporate things, and I've been to all of them, so I've learned a lot, obviously. And so it's like, yes, I've just started, but at the same time, I have 1.5 years of a lot of Elizabeth talking about the stuff, and every single person in my family uses it, down to like my dad. Right?
What's he using?
So he's using the reverse, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what else does a 58-year-old use? It's not acne. So
Redefine.
I think it's too late for that.
Oh, no.
Too late for redefine.
I did the reverse and I'm redefining.
Right? So everybody's using it, and she goes, well, you've never really been good with sales and marketing anyways. And I just always remember that, and I was like,
I said that?
yeah, I know. I was like, well,
Those
whatever.
little
I don't
words.
think I've ever said that to you.
Don't worry. It's not like it hasn't stuck with me.
Burned in her brain. Believe me, when my sister said I couldn't sing, I don't sing anymore.
Oh, see? Yeah, you remember these things. But I thought to myself, there's no reason for me to join her in it because she had a reason, right? I didn't really have a reason. But I thought, you know what? I'll let her try it because it doesn't seem, it just doesn't seem real when she goes, they're driving luxury cars and they're going here and they're going there and they're making more than a teacher makes a year and a whole month. And I go, okay, well, that's like a really abstract concept, right? Like making that much money seems really abstract to me, right? So I don't feel like that's not something that was like, I'm going to do it for that Lexus. You know, like, I'm fine with my truck. I like my truck, actually. I'll never get rid of that Chevy. So that's not really something that I thought, that's not what interests me, right? I have a job and I like my job. But I was using this, like, the skincare, and I went from, like, using my $7 Hy-Vee, I don't know, Clinique or whatever it was. And she gave me a sample. She gave me an Unblemished. That's the one that I use, is the Unblemished. And she was like, you can't be the only one who doesn't have good skin in the family. Ouch. And so when I tried it, I thought, my skin's looking pretty good right now. So now's a good time. So I took like my before pictures just for her, never intending it to be for me. And it's really funny to think that I thought I had good skin because it really wasn't that. And my mom likes to remind me of it, like, you did have a lot of under the skin stuff. And I'm like, thank you, I know, for the 7th week in a row you told me my skin wasn't so great. So I thought, I'm never going to stop using it. I will always use it. And I will always continue to support my sister. And so I had a conversation with my cousin a year ago. She works in Chicago for United. She struggles with her job a lot. She struggles with finding a new job, quitting, and all these different things. I think most people do or struggle with if they don't love their job. And so we had the conversation of, a good job has to have 3 pillars. You have to make a good living, you have to make enough money to support yourself and do the things you want to do. You have to really like the work. So you have to be passionate about whatever you're working on a daily basis. And you have to like the people you're working with. And she said, if you don't have 2 of those pillars, at least, you're not going to be able to stay in that job. And so she's like, right now I'm struggling with this pillar, and I work for my father, and so I really don't have a pillar issue. Right? So my husband is happy with his job. Financially, I don't feel like that's a motivator to me. I've always been a really frugal person. I don't think I ever will not be a really frugal person. Everybody can use more money, but at the same time, we pay the mortgage just fine. And I like the work I do. I really like working with my dad, and I like supporting the family company that I've been involved. It's a family company for 40 years. So I'm passionate about that just because it's my family. The people part is harder though, because I love working with my dad. Obviously, we're very similar, but at the same time, it's an engineering firm. So 60-year-old men, we don't have a ton in common. That's kind of hard I don't want to hang out with a 60-year-old engineer. No offense to Tom and Alan and all those guys. But that was kind of the part that I think I was missing. So I think that's what motivated me to go back to grad school. Is I was unhappy at my job. I did grad school for 2 years. I made great friends. And then I was like, okay, so that kind of fulfilled one of my pillars, right? And so I've been out of grad school for 2 years, and I'm kind of feeling like, okay, one of these pillars is still kind of missing. Because I'm not going to quit my job. I'm not doing this because I'm going to retire ever. I will always work with my family. But then I thought, well, if I like working with my dad so much, I maybe should be able to try to work with Elizabeth. And now my brother's doing it with us, so it's I get to work with them. And I think just collaborating on that level has been really fulfilling for me. So it's been a year I didn't expect this year, and so I gained a lot of perspective on what women do for each other and what friends can do for each other. So I haven't seen Jean in I think a year.
Yeah.
Right? I haven't seen you as long. She lives 2 houses down. But I feel it's kind of hard to say let's get together. Let's get together, because if you don't have something that holds a little more weight to that, it's hard to get together because something will always come up. And so I thought maybe this could be my thing to reconnect with people I've really enjoyed, I really want to spend time with, and I really want to collaborate with. But if you don't have a thing to collaborate on, it's kind of hard to say, let's get together sometime. There's always going to be something that trumps the casual drink. There's always going to be, if you have kids, or if you have a husband, or if you have work, or there's always going to be something. And so I felt like this could be a great opportunity for me to. I see all the great women that my sister's working with. I think there's 100 people on her team now, and I thought this would be such a great way to have something that I can do for myself, but also that I can bring women that I really love, and do it together. And it really did take me a while to sell, because it does come off sometimes cheesy, right? No offense, this is a gift. Cheese ball, right? But I think I've only been in the deep of it for a week and a half, and I'm starting to get it a little bit more, why these women write 7 paragraphs on their Facebook posts is because there's this idea of women are being supportive of each other, you're helping each other out, people are making a living, and you kind of get this high. When Shelly texted me last Friday, I was on fire. You should have seen me at work. I was just going crazy, and I came home from work, and Bobby's like, you need to pump the brakes. And I totally get it though. I get why women write 7 paragraphs, because I'm oh my god, I had such a great day. Shelley's gonna do all this stuff, and it's gonna be so much fun. And it's now been something that like we can text about, and I sent her hilarious gifts. That
Yes,
I But it's something where it's like I feel like if you don't have like work in common, or you're not, I mean, we golf together, so I didn't have that to see you on Wednesday. But it's kind of something a little more substantial than like, let's get together next Saturday, because that's hard for me, right? Because there's always going to be something. So I thought, you know what? I've really got nothing to lose. I do want to try all this stuff because now I really do. I'm low maintenance. Like today, I brushed my hair and I put on eyeliner and deodorant, and like a little bit of makeup. But other than that, I'm really low maintenance. And I thought about like I should straighten my hair, and I thought I don't ever straighten my hair, so why would I do that? But the point is that this is an opportunity for me to kind of do something for myself and kind of treat myself, because I am so frugal. I would never have bought this stuff because it seems expensive. But then at the same time, my husband has 17 hobbies, and he is not frugal and has no issue with buying things that he wants to buy. And so then I thought, you know what, maybe this will be an excuse for me to do something for myself and buy stuff that I can really get into, like the lash boost. And now I'm like, I love the lash boost. Because that's one of my big motivators, because I hate wearing mascara. So I thought, I'll just have awesome lashes, and I don't ever wear mascara.
Mascara's optional.
So that's my plan. So that was my big motivator. I want to connect with women, and I want to collaborate with women, and guys. I mean, I got a guy on my team, which I'm like,
Yeah, I know. First team members, and which
I think this
awesome.
will be so great for him because he really needs a wife, and I think this will be a great opportunity. Right? And you know what? It has been really fun, and I talked with my brother and my sister more this week than I have probably the last 3 months combined. And you know what? The $1,000 I spent on the regiment wasn't making me, and that's like the biggest, largest kit you can buy. It wasn't making me any happier with the $1,000 sitting in my bank account, right? Like I wasn't like getting any more joy out of like, oh, it's $1,000 higher today. Rather than like now, I'm like, let's try everything. Like my friend came over last night and we like washed our faces and we had a good time, right? I'm like, that was worth it right there. So I just said, let's try it. And I think it can be an opportunity for me to have, parties like this. It's a great excuse because I haven't had a party since the freaking Halloween party. I said, why not? And I think that's my big reason I'm doing it, is to collaborate with women and work with women and reconnect with people I've lost a connection with. So I'm happy to use it, and that's why I'm also happy to share it, because it is gonna be fun. Who doesn't want to make money? That'll be a perk. But at the same time, I've already gotten to like hang out with you women today, which I wouldn't have done if I weren't here. So that's my big why. And obviously, like my goals are getting bigger. It's like I have to get that, apartment in Paris. And dream big, right?
You have to. You have to. Okay, you gotta find a lake somewhere close.
Well, obviously, in addition to the lake and all these things, they'll come in good time. But I thought, why not? Because I do have the time. I don't have kids, and my husband is so supportive, and he's like already made a huge list of things that he wants me to order for him. Again, he doesn't have issues with spending.
Sorry, he gets that from his mom.
I know, that's fine. Because we're a good match, because I'm like, I saw that you spent $3 the other day. And I'm like, oh my God. Sorry, I am a free lady.
I think that's one of the exciting things, though, about this company is the team, in particular our team. We are on the fastest growing team in the company, which is one of the reasons why when I say people are shrinking CEO salaries down into 3 to 5 years in this business, that's one of the reasons why, is because our training is second to none, our culture is second to none, our leaders at the top of the business. And so, the highest paid consultant is on our team, and she's done it in 4 years. And she reminds me a lot of Alyse, because she was like, I'm not doing that. And now she talks about how she kind of got over herself. It took her about a year, and how now she just shares this, and it really does change people's lives. And so I think the culture is infectious. It's fun. It's a phenomenal environment. And I think that's one thing that I didn't even realize when I joined. I joined because I wanted to, change my career path and where I was going with life, and to stay home with my kids and to allow me more financial freedom and time freedom with my family. So I'm not sitting in open houses on a Sunday. But But ultimately, and I'm thrilled that I'm going to be there this year. I'm thrilled that I get to make that change for myself this year. But ultimately, it can be so much more than just that, and that's what I do love about it is it does offer that environment for women or men to thrive. So that's right.
Yeah, guys wash their face.
Guys wash the face.
Yeah, they do.
So I think I want to know like the flip side, but I don't want to cut you off. But I think I wanna know
now's the time.
flip side of
Let's
it, because
open
like
it up.
I want to know like what
Like
is
the
10
real
hours a
secret.
week? Well,
Yeah.
like, not the secret of it, but like
What aren't you telling us?
well, not
Like,
even
that's
because
how I
it's not
felt.
like
That's
to
how
me
I
it's
felt.
like I
Yeah.
have more than a full-time job. Like I work like if I'm not working, it's because I'm like sleeping or making dinner. Like my job right now is stupid how busy we are. And then I also work. I moonlight at another job, and then I have 2 kids, and I want to actually have a life.
Yeah.
So when you say like 10 hours a week, like what is that 10 hours? Like am I having to like bug the shit out of my family or like my friends?
Well,
Like,
I'll tell you, my family
I don't
didn't
get on
die.
Facebook. like I don't get on Facebook.
Yeah.
I don't have like Instagram. I don't have like I don't have time for that stuff.
Right,
And
right.
so like for me it's just kind of like what do I have to put into this to get to that level?
Mhm.
Because you're like my aunt, she sells it, but she literally just sells like the lash boost to her girlfriends.
Yeah.
She doesn't need the money, she just wants
Yeah.
the lash boost.
Right,
And so she's
right.
like, hey, I want this.
She's
I'm
just
gonna-
a discount consultant, which
basically.
like 3/4 of the consultants in our business are.
But like, it's like for me, I don't want to moonlight. I kind of like it because I get to listen to books on tape, and I just kind of do my own thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, if I could sleep more than 4 hours a night,
That'd be
that's
nice.
cool too.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
But like,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you the way that we do train. I mean, social media is a big component of our puzzle. And I will tell you, my first consultant who just retired last month, she wasn't my first consultant. She was just the first one who retired on my team. She started 8 months ago. She said the same thing to me. She's like, I'm not on Facebook. I have no network. I've never left Spirit Lake, and I don't know how to do this. And I was like, just trust me, I'll teach you. And I would say I say 10 hours a week. That's probably generous. Like you probably don't even need to do that much. But ultimately, I mean, if you dedicated 30 minutes a day to working this business,
but what is that?
So
Like, that's what I want to know. Like, what is that?
So,
Yes.
What's the job?
I mean, it really is reaching out and sharing with family and friends. I mean, yes, your family, my family didn't jump on right away, but you're having to educate people and tell people exactly what this opportunity and what these products are. And it's basically staying consistent with that. So we do have kind of a formula for posting on social media. We have a formula for messaging and reaching out to people. And then we have a formula for hosting events. If that's something you choose to do, you don't have to. But you will grow faster if you do have events. But if you're having a barbecue, with family and friends, you can easily wrap that into that. And then our training is, Alyse, will you hit stop on that? It's the red button.
Okay. I'll just
Or you
go
can just
close
close it. That would hurt too. But